Gucci president pledges $50 million to Alexandra Eala Foundation to empower youth through sports. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. It isn't every day that the world of high fashion and the world of youth sports collide in a way that captures global headlines. Yet, in 2025, a groundbreaking announcement in Milan reverberated across industries and continents. The president of Gucci pledged $50 million to the Alexandra Eala Foundation, aimed at empowering youth through sports. The sum itself turned heads. $50 million is one of the largest philanthropic investments ever made by a luxury fashion brand into a sports-based initiative. But beyond the figure, the symbolism mattered even more. In Alexandra Eala, a young Filipina tennis star, Gucci saw not only a brand ambassador, but a visionary leader capable of channeling the transformative power of sport to uplift communities. This is a story of how a fashion empire and a rising tennis icon joined forces to create something larger than themselves. Alexandra Eala, the spark of a movement. To understand the gravity of this moment, one must first understand Alexandra Eala's story. Born in the Philippines, Alex Eala rose from modest beginnings to become the country's most celebrated tennis player. By 18, she had already claimed junior Grand Slam titles and transitioned onto the WTA Tour, competing with the best in the world. But beyond her victories, what made her extraordinary was her sense of purpose. Even as her career blossomed, Eala spoke about access, opportunity, and representation. She knew that for every child like her with talent, there were thousands more whose dreams died in the shadows of poverty, lack of access, and limited support. Thus, the Alexandra Eala Foundation was born, an organization dedicated to giving underprivileged youth access to tennis, education, and life skills. It wasn't just about building champions on court. It was about creating champions in life. Gucci's evolution into purpose. Luxury fashion houses have long been accused of living in ivory towers, catering only to the elite. Yet, in recent years, Gucci has consciously rebranded itself as a cultural influencer rather than merely a designer label. From sustainable fashion initiatives to diversity campaigns, Gucci has sought to remain not just relevant but impactful. The $50 million pledge to Eala's foundation marks the most ambitious step yet, one that expands Gucci's influence into the world of youth empowerment and sport diplomacy. In announcing the pledge, Gucci's president said, "Luxury is not only about what we wear, but about the values we choose to champion." Alexandra embodies a fusion of talent, resilience, and vision. By supporting her foundation, we support the next generation of leaders. Why sports? Why now? Sports have long been recognized as one of the most powerful tools for social mobility. They teach discipline, resilience, teamwork, and self-belief. In underprivileged communities, sports programs often double as lifelines, keeping children away from violence, drugs, or hopelessness. For Gucci, sports represent not just physical empowerment, but cultural influence. By aligning with Alexandra Eala, Gucci invests in a story that resonates globally. A Filipina girl who defied odds, now helping others rise. And the timing matters. With global attention on equality, diversity, and opportunity, Gucci's move reflects a shift in what brands consider legacy investments. It's no longer enough to sell. Brands must stand for something. Anatomy of the $50 million pledge. So what exactly will $50 million do? The Alexandra Eala Foundation laid out a roadmap of initiatives. Sports academies in Southeast Asia, world-class training centers accessible to underprivileged children, scholarships for education, tennis paired with education, ensuring that sport becomes a gateway, not a detour. Community courts, hundreds of public courts built in rural areas, ensuring access where none existed. Mentorship programs, pairing young athletes with professionals to learn life skills beyond the game. Global exchange tours, giving talented youth opportunities to train abroad, experience different cultures, and dream bigger. This isn't charity for charity's sake. It's systemic change. The goal is to break cycles of poverty and exclusion by using sport as a catalyst. Alexandra Eala's vision. In her emotional acceptance speech, Alexandra Eala said, "I know what it feels like to be a young girl with a dream, unsure if the world will give you a chance. This foundation is about giving that chance, not just to play tennis, but to believe in yourself, to fight for your place, to rise beyond limits. Her words resonated because they carried authenticity. Unlike corporate campaigns that feel forced, Eala's foundation stems from lived experience. She knows the power of a racket in a child's hand, the hope in a scholarship letter, the pride of standing on a court that once felt unreachable, global reception. The announcement didn't just make sports pages. It dominated headlines across fashion, business, and social impact platforms. In the Philippines, it was celebrated as a national victory, a reminder that Filipino talent can inspire global movements. In Europe, it was viewed as a bold move for Gucci, cementing the brand as a pioneer in purpose-driven luxury. In the U.S., it fueled comparisons to Serena Williams and Venus Williams' philanthropic work, with many hailing Eala as the next global ambassador of change. Among youth worldwide, the initiative went viral on social media, with hashtags like #EmpowerThroughSports and #EalaFoundation trending for days. Critics and challenges. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics question whether luxury fashion brands should wield this kind of influence in social development. Some argue that Gucci's pledge is as much a marketing move as a philanthropic one. Others worry about sustainability. Will the foundation remain active after the media hype fades? Can $50 million truly change structural inequalities? Eala herself addressed these concerns. Skepticism is natural, but this is not about headlines. This is about building courts where none exist, scholarships where none are offered, and hope where it is fading. That is not temporary. It's generational. Historical parallels. Sports philanthropy has precedent. Nelson Mandela used rugby to unify South Africa. The NBA's Basketball Without Borders program has produced stars worldwide. Serena Williams Foundation has built schools in Africa. But what makes the Eala-Gucci partnership unique is the fusion of fashion and grassroots sports. Beyond fashion, beyond tennis. The $50 million pledge is more than an investment. It's a statement. A statement that youth, sport, and opportunity are worthy of the same attention, once reserved only for glamour and profit. For Gucci, it's a bold gamble that luxury can be both aspirational and impactful. For Alexandra Eala, it's the validation of a dream larger than trophies. For the world, it's a reminder that when unlikely worlds collide, couture and clay courts, Milan and Manila, miracles can happen. And so, the story of the Alexandra Eala Foundation is no longer just hers. It belongs to every child who will step on a court, pick up a racket, and whisper to themselves, "If she can do it, maybe I can too." Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.